So in this short video, we're going to go over some basic functionality of the Explorer interface, how to find a property, and then how to look at its micro trade area along with its post-visitation behavior. And so you can always come here and select, type in an address if you happen to know it, or you can look for the location based on the category filter. So I'm going to be looking for a location in Chicago and looking for a parking location. One thing I can do in order to get myself more room on the interface is I can click this button here and that'll uh, minimize the menu options for me. And so what I'll do here is I'll look for a location. So I'm going to look at One Superior Place Garage in Chicago. And I'll double click that. And then I'm going to be given a menu, short menu with some options. And I'm going to select the micro trade area. And so what this is going to do is it's going to show me the area of town that I most frequently see people going to and coming from to my location. And you'll see that the darker hexagons will show where the most visits come from, and the lighter ones the least. And then, of course, if I don't have the hexagon highlighted, I'm seeing little, if any. One of the other questions that we've been asked and the platform helps reveal is that you can ask for the extended trade area. And what this will do is this will show the locations of town that people are willing to potentially walk to the parking facility from that they ordinarily wouldn't. So this is where we see some visitation behavior, but not the heaviest. And so what I'll do is I'll take that layer off of the map by selecting that. And then I can double click anywhere in here to get to this other short menu. And what you'll see is that my One Superior Place garage is the subject property. And so what I'm saying here is that I'm interested in where people are headed after they visit my One Superior Place garage. And so I select Post Visit. And what this is going to do is it'll put One Superior here with the dropper and then highlight those locations with a heat map where I see people afterward. I can come to the list view here, and this is going to give me a list view of the post-visit destinations, and it has them categorized by property use type. And you can select the arrow, the down arrow, and that will expand the selection and give you the names of the actual places at the property addresses. One of the other common things that people want to look at is rather than looking at this list from a property use type view, they want to look at it from an address view. And so you can change that simply by selecting the toggle, and it's going to rank the visitation behavior that we see from One Superior Place to these locations. And what you'll see here is a ranking and by address or category. And so you can see that we have heavy visitation behavior from One Superior Street, and it's at this address, obviously, with these places. So this list, for comparison reasons, can be exported. Any time you see the export button, you can simply click it, and you'll see an export here in a CSV file. So moving along the top here with One Superior Place Garage as our subject property, I can select the dashboard. The dashboard is going to give me the demographics of the visitors to my location, One Superior Place Garage. And you can scroll down and get some basic demographic information. One of the other things that you can do here is you can click the detail, and this will blow out further the demographics available for that location. Moving across the top, I can select Home. This is going to give me the most popular zip codes that we see visits coming from to our location. And so you can see here for this property, Schaumburg, we see a lot of visitations from that zip code. We've also been asked quite often about out-of-town visitors to a property. And so by changing the slider here, it will change the zip codes. And what this will do is it looks at that panel of visitation to the subject property and looks for, again, the zip codes that we see visits from most often within that range. So moving along here, the info will give you some basic information that the platform has about the location, just some of the metadata. If I move back to the map here, one of the things that you can do here as well is you can come to the filters, or I'm sorry, you come to the layers, and you can select home routes. And so this is a popular view to look at to see what parts of town most of your visits are coming from. And you can hover over the routes and it's going to give you a weighting. The droppers are the zip codes from which we see the most visitation. So again, map, list, dashboard, home, and info. One other thing that you can do here quickly is I'll get rid of my home routes layer. I'll zoom back in on the property. And one thing that you can do here in the interface is you can create a folder for ease of use and for navigation. And so you can create a new folder by clicking the plus sign. You can name it. I'll name this one Training 1, and you can save it here. And what that will do is that will allow you, when I reset this, when I double click on any of these properties, I can then add them to my groups. And now I have Training 1 available. I can select that and I can hit save. I can select another one. I'll do my groups, training, and save. So you get the idea. Each time the group's notification will tell you that it's been updated. And the group is an important component so that when you want to find something quickly, you can expand it, select it, and it'll select the micro trade area as it's beginning. That concludes this video. Thank you.